How's it going, everybody? Mr.Berrys here, and I'm gonna kick off a new thing that I haven't actually named yet, but in my old video I uploaded a couple of weeks ago, update info and new ideas, I talked about how I wanted to incorporate new things where I just kind of sit down and talk to you guys about things. Don't really know, just random stuff really, just like sitting down here, just talking to you guys about topics that you suggested or that I came up with that I thought would be interesting that could make for a good video. And basically it's just going to be a commentary over a video. In this case it's BloodBorne. I decided to do that. And so yeah, today a topic my friend suggested actually was, will YouTube ever die? And before I go into that, I just want to say I did play BloodBorne and I did upload this, but I did not upload BloodBorne again because I think I'm so good at it. As you can see, I actually have a couple near-death experiences, and what I'm doing is basically, I'll explain this for you guys real quick so you guys aren't like watching like what is he doing. Basically, I already beat the game and I was replaying it and I got a decent way through. I was leveling my guy up and I needed a key to get into the upper cathedral ward, Odin Chapel. I needed to get there, so I just wanted to real quick speed run it, get that crap, get the key, get out, get to the cathedral. And you know, when you speed run it, things get sloppy, and I was being careless. So if you guys see me sucking, that's not actually how bad I am. I just wanted to get it done with. So yeah, anyways, let's go on with YouTube will ever die. One more thing. I want to, for the most part, make this unedited, just so it's like an actual conversation, so it feels real. So yeah, will YouTube ever die? I was thinking about that, and this one thing I ever see is that I feel like YouTube will never die. I feel like it'll just evolve. But the thing about YouTube is that it's only growing, it's only getting bigger. Like with the way people are going into it and expanding upon it, like all these updates and new videos and new ideas, just everyone is pooling to it. YouTube is one of the biggest, I don't know, would you call that a social media? I guess you would, because it's like people's own ideas. Like you look at this stuff on YouTube, it's not fake stuff, it's real. It's all stuff people have put their work into, hard work. Like people are making a living off this. Like YouTube is literally people's jobs. So I just don't see how that would ever die. And just like I was saying, the way it expands, it's only like evolving. I don't see it ever going away, mainly because, like I said, with how people are living off of it, you know, you have huge YouTubers, like famous YouTubers, and just random people putting their stuff onto it where you don't even have to be a popular person on this site. You could just upload one video that someone sees and that could go viral. That could be huge. No one could even know your name, but that video's up there. And with the way I see it, like YouTube is feeding off of, I shouldn't say, that makes it sound like YouTube is just there to make money and feed off of people. I don't see that. I don't see YouTube as that kind of thing. But I'm just saying, with the way YouTube's growing and expanding, I just don't see that. And some people may say, like, do you think YouTube will ever evolve into another site? Like, YouTube will be gone, it'll be some other site, some other video site. And just the way I see it, I just also don't see that happening. I don't see any need for a change in the name or anything like that. So you got like, I'm trying to think here, I'm trying to go deep into this. You got basically just this huge corporation. You know, Google owns YouTube. It's huge. You know, Google has goats mowing their lawns. But you got all this stuff with YouTube, and the way it's expanding and the people that are a part of it, like it's a community. It's basically like, not only do you have all these people pooling all their work into it, but you have them working together, almost as if like you have the hierarchy. So you picture this, you have Google, you have the people like who manage Google and YouTube and all that, and who own all that. But then under it you have the base. It's basically, so the base is the biggest part, and that would be all the people who put their videos into YouTube. With the only way I see YouTube ever dying out is if people were to just stop putting videos on it. If people were to just say, you know what's YouTube, and just never upload onto it again. And with the millions of people you have on YouTube uploading stuff, I just don't see that ever becoming a thing. And people neglect that, like, it's not just America or whatever country you're in that has YouTube. It's the whole world. You know, everyone is putting in on this, different countries and everything. And which is why I just don't see it ever dying out. And like I was saying with the community, it's all working together. You have the hierarchy, and then you have the people at the bottom. You know, they're making money off of it, and they're making a job, and they're working together, but they're just the base. They make up the most important thing about it. And it goes into another topic, like, do you think that YouTube should spread its wealth more to more people? To, you know, it's kind of like when you look at the whole history thing, it's like you always have, you know, the people at the top making all the money and the people at the bottom who, like, make it all happen, not making much. And in some cases, you think, well, like, yeah, if you're running a giant business, you know, people put a lot of work into running a business. It's not all just people who sit at the top and make all this money without doing work. And that's very true. But in the case of YouTube, it's like you have all these people running it, and there's definitely people who deserve some more recognition for what they make. You know, people make a lot of money. So that goes in. I'm not saying anything right now of what I think, if I think people should make more off of it. I'm just saying, what do you guys think? This is where the whole topic discussion comes in. Like, leave in the comments if you're watching this, like, what you think. You know, don't be afraid to leave, like, a page worth of your opinions or whatever. But, like, just what do you guys think about this topic? Like, do you think YouTube will ever die? And if you do, how do you think the system should work or change? I know a lot of people go into it thinking about YouTube Red, and they talk about, like, what do you think about YouTube Red? Do you think it's a good thing, a bad thing? Personally, I haven't looked into YouTube Red that much, and I probably should. But from what I've heard, people they were, like, pretty speculative about it at first. They didn't know whether they like it or not, how good it was. And now they're going into this whole thing where it's like, oh, it's pretty good now, you know, it's good. Like, although you don't have ads, which is what the people make off of it, it goes off of views or minutes watched or whatever. Like I said, I don't fully know, so I'm not gonna say too much about something I don't fully know. But from what I heard, it's actually not as bad as people thought it was. It kind of died out. That whole, oh, YouTube Red is bad thing kind of died out. So, just like, what do you guys think about this whole topic? How do you feel about it? Like, YouTube ever dying? Personally, I don't think it'll ever happen. It's kind of a big subject. Like, what would you, if YouTube were to ever die out, people would be screwed. People would be out of jobs. And not only would they be out of jobs, but, like, I personally watch a lot of YouTube. It has replaced TV for me. I barely watch TV, movies. It's mainly just YouTube. I watch it all the time. I upload onto it. You know, it's a source of a lot of YouTube brings to people. Not only just does it bring people jobs, and it brings people, like, happiness. You know, it's, for some people, it's an escape from reality. If you're sad, you know, go on to YouTube, maybe watch a person who makes you feel good, you know. And this topic is expanding not to just, do I think that YouTube will ever die, but what will happen if it were to die. And if it were to die, I feel like people would be in a bad place. They'd be out of jobs. They'd just be sad. I feel like, you know, it's a source of a lot of people's time. People put time into it, whether it's you're a content creator or you're a person who just enjoys watching the content. And I feel like, you know, if you always go in the comments section of videos and you look at it, and you see people you look at it and they're like, man, your videos cheer me up. I was feeling really down today, and your videos just made me happy. You know, I was in a bad place for whatever reason, and this helped me out. It helped me get through my years, maybe if you have depression. And I feel like that would be really bad for some people, not only the people creating it, but the people watching it. Because, like, really, when millions of people go on here for music, for TV, you know, you can watch TV and movies on YouTube. You can buy it on YouTube. So the fact that all this is, like, going, you have YouTube Music now, whether people actually use YouTube Music or not, I don't know. But just when you think about it, what would happen? And that's kind of where the topic goes. So I enjoy, like, sitting here talking about what I think, but I also want to hear what you guys think about the whole topic. How do you think all this would unravel. Like, if YouTube were to go out, how do you think it were to go out? Personally, if it were to go out, I feel like it'd be because of a scandal. Maybe someone got the best of YouTube somehow, and maybe they like filed claims against it. I don't know what claims or what, but something big would have to happen, and I assure you that if YouTube ever went down, man, you would hear about it. Like, that would be international news. Like, you think I'm kidding, but I honestly feel like that would be headlines in all the news. You know, you don't hear about YouTube all that much, big headlines, but if it were to go out, man, that'd be something. But this is just my insight, my 2 cents, I guess, on what I think would happen. So in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about what would happen, or how it would happen if YouTube, you know, were to ever go down the shitter. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. So if you guys want, leave in the comment, please leave in the comment section below new topics and ideas. It doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes. It could be 5. It could be 2. It could be like, I wouldn't say a question, but a topic, something good. Even if you don't think it'll take up a whole section, I could mash up multiple ones into one video. And also, if you guys have a certain game you want to see in the background being played, I am more than welcome to try out. But let me know what you guys think about this section, if you enjoy it. Topic ideas and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see some more content. Really hope you guys are going to enjoy this new series here. Don't know if it's going to be like a Friday night thing, a Saturday night, whatever. It could be every month. It could be, I don't know. I'm going to try to make more of these, but, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.